Hello, 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 hello. Want to say Happy New Year's to all of you out there. I want to come on and jump on and touch bases with you. Although we will not be having watch night service tonight, uh, but I want to touch bases with many of you and greet you as the old year going out and the new year's coming in. I definitely wanted to greet you in the name of our Father, Son, and of the Holy Ghost, in the name of Jesus the Christ, who is our Redeemer and our Savior. I'm happy to be in the land of the living, not in the land of the dying yet. And I pray that you have found a space within yourself as well to be thankful for this new year that we about to see here in about 3 hours. Give and take a little bit more than 3 hours. I'm assuming 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, about 3 hours, give and take, and some minutes as we move into that arena. Certainly, it is a pleasure to still have grace from God. We are here for a reason, and as I've dealt with last Sunday, what are we here for? Why are we here? As we move into the new year, why are we here? What are your purpose for being here? And what are you going to do while you are here? Um, so I'm glad to be here. So I wanted to touch bases with you. There's some things I want to definitely talk about. And I'm not going to be too long here, um, running late. And so we probably have about 15 minutes left. Is that right? Yes, about 15 minutes or less left on the television side. So I wanted to touch base with you. I'm baffling because I got a lot on my heart, a lot on my mind, a lot to give out within these next fleeting moments. Uh, Watch night service is a great thing, but this is a traditional thing. And the reason why it was this tradition, because they was looking for their emancipation. They was hoping that either way it go, they were gonna be free. Some people went to church to die. And when I read up on the history, to die in the church in order to get out of this world of tormenting. So they were looking for their freedom any way they went. Either way it went. They were looking for their funeral, whether they were gonna show up and kill him in the house of the Lord or not kill him in the house of the Lord or kill him on the street. Um, Most people that was doing the time was seeking freedom. Many of you under the sound of my voice who are watching right now, I feel your spirit. You don't have to commit suicide to get your freedom. You can live and get your freedom. You don't have to die to get it. You don't have to commit suicide. You don't have to get an insurance policy and go commit suicide and get death tonight. You don't have to do it. You don't have to get drunk and high as a kite to numb the feeling of pain and agony and sorrow. You don't have to do it tonight. You don't have to commit suicide. You don't have to go get high. You don't have to go get drunk. You don't have to. You are free and you don't know that you're free. The enemy has your mind so wrapped and caught up that if things don't change, the best thing for you to do is to die. But I come to tell you, God said that you may live and not die. And the reason why you are going through whatever you are dealing with is because someone has to be blessed from your hands. You don't know how blessed you are. You are very blessed. Being blessed means that you have to bear the infirmity of the weak. You are the strong. The book said he will not put no more on you than you are able to bear. And so tonight I want to touch bases with you and let you know you don't have to die. You don't have to get in a messed up area. You don't have to get yourself in that position. You don't. Tonight is a good night. It's a great night of a new beginning just for you. You can quit your whining, you can quit your crying, and you can quit your worrying. Because at the end of the day, you are a winner. Now, I want to say some things concerning church matters on tonight. And once this video is off of the Facebook, you'll be able to find it on YouTube, or I will upload it to the EEFI television network app, and you will find it up under the video on demand. You must not become drunk by the church. I'm going there. Don't get drunk off the church. Every time you look around, you in the church. When those people in the old days went to church, and my grandmother told me better, my grandmother told me better, and church members, old leaders and founders of churches told me they didn't have nothing else to do but go to church. They weren't allowed to enjoy activities such as football, basketball games, and other things. They didn't have that to enjoy. They didn't have the time to sit around to enjoy life. So when they got ready to go to church, they were so excited because it was a free from being a laborer. Prisoners are excited to go to church because they get to get out of their prison cell, their dormitory, or wherever they are at. They happy to get out and go to church because it puts them in a freedom space and a freedom life. Many of you are just drunk off of church. You're just drunk. You go to church as a ritual. You do church as a ritual. You just church, and then you're angry with God because you're spending all of your time in that church and things ain't happening fast enough, or it should happen according to your worship and your praise. Many of you are there. You're going to be there tonight for the wash night. But how can you say you love God and can't even appreciate and fellowship with your own family? My God, the understanding of this is it's almost like a ritual that we have become drunken on the church with such behavior. I've watched enough. I've seen enough. I've heard enough, and it's time to address some things in the church. The community is messed up not because of the government, but because of the church. The church has crippled the community. While we got some low down dirty dogs in the church. Yeah. We got some low down scabbage in the church. They liars, they manipulators, they witchcrafters, they sorcerers, they pimps and kings. We got some low down folks in the church. And the folk going to church trying to see the real doctor, but running into a manipulator, a backbiter, a liar, a king say, a taker, a robber, a thief. They're running into the church to a leader who really don't care nothing about their soul. 2026 is going to be a year of release. I don't know. What your release gonna be, I can't tell you. But when I hear God talk to me, I watch it manifest. Many of you know me. You know that if I tell you something, it's pretty much coming to pass. And it's not me that's talking, it is God. If I say it is me, then I'll lie you. And I'm going to prove anything to you and nobody else. I'm not proving nothing to you and nobody else. But this year is the year of release for people who have been bombarded by the church, people who have used the church. Some of you fired and don't even know you fired. You've been be released to the street as a reprobate. You're not going to even be able to get out of start at midnight tonight. You're not going to even be able to get out of the hellhole you in. I'm telling you, this year of release is going to free people that's been put in bondage for no reason. All liars who have put folks there, you're going to be dealt with on a massive level. This is the year. Court system going to begin to be uncongested. People who have murdered and have the mind of murder somehow gonna slip through the system, and they come at God that put them on an assignment to kill all of us in the church that's playing with his name, playing with his people, the blood that's on your hand. God said, I'm gonna release murderers on a massive level that's coming for you because you played with my name, you played with me, you toyed with me, you took advantage of my people. You have done. God said, "This is the year I'm going to release my children." It's going to be a peaceful moment in your life. That's why I keep telling many of you under the sound of my voice and watching me on the television and different areas. Don't worry about your peace, baby. You finna get some peace that surpasses all understanding. Every enemy that came up against you while you was holding on, gripping this octopus demon that gets all into your family members and put their hands in your family members and everything that you touch. This octopus demon. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This octopus demon that keep putting his hand in different areas. Every time they go into your family and your friend, they beweave themselves all into your family, all into your life, and all into your situation. Them octopus demons. God says, I got something for the octopus. I'm going to deal with this octopus demon. I'm going to release you. Starting at midnight tonight. It's falling off. The enemy decides to sniff you out and kill you. The enemy set you up. Some of y'all ain't never experienced some of the things you have experienced in all your life in 25, 24, 23, and 21. Some of y'all ain't never even experienced it. You trying to figure out how and why did this happen? How did this happen? Why did this happen? Who did it? Who did what? What did they do? Who did it? Don't worry about it. I told y'all in 2022, 23, the year of exposure is coming, and it's been exposing all this time up to now. Some of you finna see who your enemies really are. You ain't never even really seen your true enemies. But if I told you you went to church with your true enemies, would you believe me? If I told you that you went to worship with your true enemy, would you believe me? You have. And you have done it. And tonight you're going to be there with your same demons in the church. They pimp you out. They know when to set up revivals around your pay period. The people get paid on today, on this week, and we're going to set the revival of this week so they'll have the money to bring into the church. If it's God's house, God will take care of his own bill. He'll make the electric run and cut on, and ain't nobody touch the box. It is off downtown. Y'all talk to me. God will provide. I ain't never seen so many pimps in the church in all my days. We got musician pimp, ushers pimp, the announcement clerk is a pimp, the deacon is a pimp, everybody on payroll in the church. Well, why ask God to bless you when you on payroll in the church? These are some of the things that Secrets of the Church is going to bear down on a massive open level. I'm going to reveal to you these animalistic behavior in the church that is not of God. I'm going to reveal to you in 2026 on a massive level. The enemy gonna come, sure he gonna come, but God gonna block him. God gonna block him just as sure as I tell you, he gonna block him. He gonna block him. He gonna block him. I want you to prepare yourself for your future. Because 2026 gonna be beautiful to a lot of y'all. Ooh, it gonna clean up a lot of y'all, a lot of us. Let me add myself into that too. It's gonna clean up a lot of things in the past. It's gonna give you some peace and happiness in your future. I've had enough. I'm sick of the community. All they know how to do is shoot guns and kill and sell dope and sell drugs and you know what's strange part about this is as I'm talking, the strangest part about this is that I look into the community and the community is always needing help and won't help. But the right pastor sitting in the community, he pastors one or two members that'll give his lawn, his leg, his clothes off the back. The family will feed them and give them their dinner. They'll wait to the church folks and the community. They do all of that. You don't want to be a part of that ministry. You want to be a part of the liar ministry. You want to be a part of the backbiter ministry. You want to be a part of the manipulative. As long as he lying and she standing in that pulpit lying to you, you love lies. So at this point in 2026, starting at midnight, I don't feel sorry for none of you. I won't feel sorry for you no more because you like them lying to you. You go to their worship service so they can lie to you. You follow the crowd. You like that. You love it. So I'm going to turn you over to yourself. That's what God said to me to tell them on tonight. All of you that love liars, backbiters, manipulators, transgressors, you don't want to hear the pastor who loves you, the pastor who cares for you, the pastor who will take care of you. You don't want to hear none of that. You don't want to hear none of that. You don't want to hear none of it. What you love is a pastor who will lie to you, tell you false doctrine, make you believe you're going to get a Bentley in the morning, and you go down there and give up. You like them lying pastors. You like them lying bishops. You like them lying apostles. You love them lying prophets. You love all of them. All these, they're going to be on the network tonight. Collected money. They're going to be in the sanctuary collecting money. You like lies. So since you like lies, God said, I'm going to turn you over to your own self. Good enough for you. Good enough for you. Good enough for you. You need to be turned over to your own self. Turn you over to your own self and let you self-terminate. 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 Turn over your own self. Turn over to your own self. So I don't feel sorry for it. And then the first thing you want to hear in the community coming up next month, and I know I'm going to have to redo this. I'm hoping my audio is working. I'm hoping it's showing on my end that it's working, but I don't know if it's really working out there with you guys. But is it working when between the clutches? Okay. So it may be going in and out. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to continue the segment because it is being recorded, so I can always re-upload it later. You like lies. You like foolishness. You love problems. You don't want the truth. You got itching ears. You want to go where you can have it your way. So tonight, start tonight, you can have your way tonight. He's turning you over to your own self. You don't like the good pastor, the pastor that'll go in the community and help you and go down to the courthouse and see about your children. You want to use that pastor, but you want to follow the pastor who don't care nothing about you. You, the good pastor in the community who will go see about you and your children and go to the nursing home and go to the hospital to see about you and the whole 9 yards. You love them to use them. But when it come down to following, you want to follow the liar. You want to follow back. So guess what? Tonight, many of you will be locked into that liar. Many of you will be locked into that bastard of a pastor. You're going to be locked into it. And then you come here in January, can't beat you in the streets talking about black history. I'm so sick of black history, I don't know what to do. I'm just sick of it. It's redundant. And the reason why I'm done with black history is because I seen the work of Dr. Martin Luther King, Harry Tubman, and different ones, and they did an awesome job. Great job. Awesome job. All to come back now to see, look at our young people. Drugged out, tattoos everywhere, naked in the street. Don't want no change. Boys looking like girls and girls looking like boys. Boys now wearing the beads. And I'm looking in the pulpit at some of these pastors. You got beads on your arm that girls supposed to be wearing. What is going on here? No kind of example. Everybody just mixed up like gumbo. If God wanted us to be gumbo, he'd have made us gumbo. He'd have made me looking like a woman but talking like a man. He'd have made me like this. And ain't no sense you saying you were born that way. You a liar because the book says you must be born again. So go get saved and be born again. We got so many males in the church looking like female, talking like female, dressing like female. And y'all follow all this foolishness and you think you're going to get a deliverance in the church with all this happening? They that worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth. You cannot worship God in false. You can't be a homosexual worshiping God. You can't be a lesbian. You can't be in between. I will have you cold or hot. Lest you be lukewarm, I'll spew you out of my mouth. You got to make up in your mind. But tonight is the last hour for many of you to make up your mind to get this thing right. Because if you don't get it right, he said, I'm going to lock you into a reprobated mind state. I'm going to leave you right where you are. What happens when God rejects your excuses? Uh-oh. Oh, Lord have mercy. What happens when God rejects our excuses? Meaning that you have no more excuses to give. You are out of there on your excuses. And you done burnt up all your excuses. I pray that I haven't burned up my excuses, but if you are, this is a good time to check yourself to see what is going on here. We jammed up. You know, Black History Month. We want to holler about Martin Luther King and this and that, and we need our this, we need our that, and we need our this. For what? You to gyrate, keep doing what you doing? Young boys killing each other left and right in the streets with guns. Why? Because we bowed ourselves down to a government, to a God that's not even a God of this world. We put ourselves in bad position. And now we got the nerve to be mad with God. Fathers have been put out of the home so you can receive food stamps and welfare and housing assistance and anything else. I was looking online when they call themselves were cutting the food stamps or whatever they are. They were going crazy. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? That was just a warning, baby. You're living off the system. Don't want to work. Don't want to get no education. Can't nobody tell you a little nappy head, ugly little children, nothing. I said it. I said it. I ain't scared and I ain't taking it back. Don't want nobody say nothing to you, little bad little son, daughter. They out here robbing people's houses, breaking into folks' houses, shooting up everything. I'll be glad when they bring a war here, a civil war. It's time for some people to get off this ground. We got too much bad blood on this ground. Can't even go in the store. You got to look over your shoulder. You move from one community to another, here they come. Some kind of way. They in your community. Something needs to be done. I don't blame them Caucasian folk. I don't want you living in my community either. You don't know how to act. And it just ain't the Negro community. It's some of these Caucasian, Asian, Puerto Rican, you name them. They don't know how to act. Work all the days of your life just to be upset in your community. And I'm saying what I'm saying, and I don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you think. I don't care what's on your mind at this point. The point is on your mind, you better be weary because people are tired of you reckless home people that don't want to go to church, don't want to do what's right in the church, can't take care of business, don't want to work, people are tired of you. And you better pray. You best to pray the government don't lift their arm up and say, take them down. People are tired. Lord knows I'm tired. I've asked many of you. I've tried to help many of you tried to show you what you do. You lie. You manipulate. You play. You take advantage of me. You do everything you can. And then you'll go up the road and then badmouth me and other people. The same people who helped you. Same people who try to protect you. You go up the road, you'll badmouth them. But when that man down there with that robe on or that officer got a hand on his gun, get ready to blow your brains out, tell you to sit down somewhere, then you know how to sit down and shut up, and you still talking crazy. It's just time, baby. Some of y'all, it's just time. It's just time. And I pray God have mercy on your soul on Judgment Day. And I will not take this back, what I'm saying. I won't take it back from a clergy standpoint. I won't take it back. I'm not angry with anyone. I'm not upset with anyone. I'm just tired of it. You don't want to do no better. You ain't trying to do no better. All you know how to do is control it, manipulate. You're a kleptomaniac. You don't know how to stop. You won't quit. I'm tired of it. As a pastor in the community, I am the first one to tell you I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of it. If you don't have a true worship, don't come back to the Eagle Eye Fellowship International Incorporated Church. I don't even want to see you. I would be satisfied if it were two members in the church, two kingdom builders in the church that wants to do God's will and shrink the church to a doghouse and we go in the doghouse and worship. I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied. I will be satisfied. Trying to pastor you is impossible. I asked the Lord, why you put these people on my shoulder like this here? These folk crazy. All these fools. And then they come to me, I can't turn you away because I got to give you the good news, the Bible. But then God got on me and said, I told you to give them my word and leave my word with them. If they would heed to my word, then I'll bring them out. See, that's what we've been doing, good pastors. I'm talking to these good pastors. That's what we've been doing. We've been giving our pearls to the swine. But after tonight, no more. No more. It's your soul at stake, not mine. I'm going to give you the Bible. If you don't want the Bible, go the other way. Find somewhere else to be. Go that way. Go some other way. Go somewhere. I ain't giving you a dime of my money no more. You're not getting anything from me. Nothing but the Bible. Take it and leave it. That's all you're going to get. I don't care if you watch me again. Don't watch me again. Believe me, I'm looking for the darkest corner of the earth where people who said, I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of being in bondage. I'm tired, Pastor. I want to hear what good God got to say to me. I want to hear what good news of Jesus Christ, and I want to receive his word so I can be healed and delivered and set free. I want that. I want that. You can stay home. Please oblige me by staying home and staying away from me. Just stay away. Because you don't want God. You sure don't want me, baby. You don't want me. You want what I got in my hand. So just stay away from me. Going on out there, be the best thief you gonna be. Liar, manipulator, backbiter, robber. Be all of that you gonna be. But stay away from me. I don't even want to see your face. But if you're a true believer and you won't change without a shadow of a doubt, come on to the church, baby. The doors of the church will be open for them and them only. Come on in. I told people, and people think it's a game, I put more folks out the church than I take in the church. I put them out. Why? Because I don't have time for your foolishness. You want to play? Go on out there and play. You don't want change. You don't want change. I'm coming back at a later time to finish addressing this on a massive level about Black history. These folks risked their lives, died, so that we can get freedom. Shot down like dogs in the street, water hole, dog bites, and everything else. And we have our freedom to this day. And what do we have? A bunch of soothsayers, liars, manipulators. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I know how my inner says, and I want to say what I want to say, but I have to still remain in good standing in front of God. I have to, because I'm sick of you. I'm being honest with you. I'm sick of. I ain't gonna watch your show no more. Thank God, because you ain't learning nothing no how. I ain't gonna be I won't be this. Good, goodbye. Because you've done nothing. Look at you now. Let's just take a perspective walk. And I'm talking from the street talk. I know, let's take it to the street because some of y'all understand street talk better than you understand proper language. So let me say it from the street. How old are you? And what have you accomplished in your life? And what do you have to show for in your life right now? What do you have to show for? Everything you got is rented. Everything you drive is still being paid for and bought. You own nothing. You mean to tell me you wasted 30, 40 some years of your life and don't have nothing to show for it? Follow me home. Let's see what I have to show for it. And then you get mad because people don't want to let you in their circle. They don't want to let you in their area, in their arena, and around them. No. You're not worthy to be around me like that. What do you have to show for it? And I know this hurt. And I want it to hurt. It hurt. I want it to hurt. It needs to hurt. Somebody asked me this question over 24 years ago. Changed my life when they asked me that. Changed my life. And it needs to hurt. And it ought to hurt you. You ought to get mad too. Get mad. Throw your phone in the trash. Hit it up against the wall. Tear out the device. Get mad at that. Because that's exactly what you do in your own regular life. You tear up everything in your life. You have nothing to show for your success in your life because you tear up everything. Point blank. Point given. Point taken. You've done nothing. Then you want to use people who have took the time out. And this is what get me about a lot of these males and females. They go out here and hang out with these persons that ain't going nowhere, ain't doing nothing, and then get pregnant by each other, then lay up, and then now life gets serious. You want to find the young man or the young lady who took our time to go to school, got their education, didn't party, did what they had to do. Now they're success. Now you want to make them be responsible for your asinine behavior. You want them to take care of you in your wrong party time when you didn't go work. You want the system and others and pastors to feel sorry for you because you don't have milk for your children. You should have thought about that when you was out there doing what you were doing. Foolishness. Foolery. Should have thought about that. No, you want your cake and your milk too. So now that you got your cake, well, what you doing, you have fun doing it, yes. Now live with it and make it better. I'm coming back because many of you are edging me on, and I don't want to get too far out. It is New Year's night and New Year's Eve night, and I want you to enjoy your New Year. I want you to celebrate your New Year. I want you to be with your family and enjoy your family. But change your action. Change your behavior. As I always say in every clip and all over the world as I go, behavior matters. Behavior matters. It matters. You need to change your behavior. We're heading for something serious, folks. While you jumping and shouting, dancing and laughing, getting high, getting drunk, having orgies, sexed out, selling yourselves, all that you're doing, remember, fool, your soul is required on tomorrow. Remember. And I pray that many of you will wake up starting now. Because at midnight, some of y'all going to be locked into a dungeon. And it ain't going to be a government dungeon. It's going to be a God dungeon. Lord have mercy. It's a dangerous thing to fall into the hands of an angry God. It's dangerous. So as I wrap it up tonight, giving this stern of a talk, you better get your behavior under control. Because this government that we're dealing with now is not playing with none of us. He ain't playing with none of us. And he certainly ain't going to be playing with people who want to manipulate the government. This fella here in this office here, Donald Trump, and President Donald Trump is not to be played with. You laugh and you grin, you get drunk and you get high. That man taking care of business. That man done made it clear, I don't even sleep at night. That means he's on an assignment. What assignment is he on? I don't know nobody don't sleep at night. That man here say he don't sleep at night, he don't sleep at day. That's a person on an assignment. You better be you better be careful. I'm closing, I'm getting up and moving around. But y'all enjoy your New Year's Eve and your New Year's Day. You remember what I told you. You remember what I told you. This ain't no game. And it ain't no joke. 12 o'clock midnight. Some of y'all gonna be locked in a reprobated mind state. You're gonna be messed up, baby. You best to pray to God tonight. You better throw that alcohol down, them drugs down, them orgy parties down. You better throw all that bag on all that money. You better throw that mess down tonight, baby. 2026, God said, I'm releasing. And y'all talking about, oh, he gonna release some blessings. He gonna release this. No. He gonna release you to the hell that you want. He gonna release you to that part. Yeah. Some of you gonna get out of hell, but some of you getting ready to go in hell right on earth. And you thought you seen problems. You ain't seen that. 12 o'clock midnight tonight. You mark my word. If it don't be so, may the dogs come out of the sheep bears and the sheep bears come and eat my body and my flesh up. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. This is going to be a suddenly move. Watch and see what I tell you. A suddenly move. Some of y'all think it'll be a process like it always. We're in a suddenly state. If you pay attention to the horoscope, it tells you we're in the Gemini state. The Gemini state, which I don't deal with horoscope, but according to reading it, because I like to learn, a horoscope are not always true, but physics and science tells you about the horoscope. We're in a Gemini stage. The president of the United States and most of them that are around the world are born in June. They are Gemini. Meaning you're dealing with two heads. This way, that head. That way. Are you hearing me? There's a head here and there's a head here. When that head goes away, instantly, suddenly, the other head appears. You're in that moment. You're in that moment. You're playing with Gemini. And some of you have dated Gemini. You know that Gemini can be all peaceful, all this way. All of a sudden, you come back 5 minutes later, they like this here. You don't even know who they are. And this is what we're dealing with in this June and this society. We're in a Gemini stage. Baby, we're dealing with two heads here. And some of you going to be introduced to the other head and face that you never saw in your life. And God going to show you that face. Not the devil, not your friend, not your associate. God is going to show you the other face. When God rejects your excuses. My. All right, that's it. I'll be back. You have to catch up with me on social media or you download the app and catch the rest of this at a later time. But I am coming back. I'm going to be dealing with some stuff so heavy this year. God be with me until it's going to be unreal. Exposing truth. If I call your name, I got concrete on you. But I'm going to expose a lot of things in the church on a massive level. I'm going to expose it. I'm going to expose it. You guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve. And have a wonderful New Year's Day as I will enjoy being with my immediate family for the remaining of these holidays. And then back to reality after this here. All right. I love you guys much. And I'm praying for you. I am. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I am definitely praying for you. Happy New Year to who had just said that to me. I don't know. Many of you have said it. Happy New Year to you as well. There is awakening coming tonight. You watch, see what I tell you tonight. Yeah. You better hold on. I mean, you better grab home, man. You better grab hold good. It's going to be an awakening tonight. My God, my God. Thank you for the blood of Jesus. Thank you for your blood. All right, I'm done. I'll see you guys next time. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Welcome to EEFI Television Networks. Scan the QR code for more information. Thanks for watching.